Next one, Black Midi. Dear DT, MI. I don't know what the DT is, but MI, Michigan, maybe? And it says here the title of the lyrics of the song refer to the city of Flint, Michigan. Okay, so, all right, so we got a little bit of context so far. I gotta say, last time I heard a Black Midi song, I was not impressed. But that's mainly just because of what I expect from music. I'm like, yeah, I like a coherent beat, a coherent rhythm, and so to kind of throw everything at me at once is kind of like, okay, I don't know if I like this, but we're gonna give them another shot. We're gonna go in with an open mind. And the song's only like 2.5 minutes, so if we hate it, it's just 2.5 minutes of our life we don't get back. All right, so let's go in with an open mind. Let's do it. Here it is, Black Midi, Dear DTMI. I picked a live version, another one from KEXP, just because those are always pretty good versions of the song. So here we go. Let's do it. Side. It's home. Love in the water, breathe in the water. Born in the water, but far in the water. I'm in the water, you're in the water. And I see you hide. I'm alive, I can see everyone inside of me. Love in the water, breathe in the water, born in the water, far in the water. I am love in the water, dead in the water, love in the water, and it loses my mind. Love in the water, dead in the water. Okay, that was like super quick. Wow. All right. That was like literally 2.5 minutes, like on the dot. I actually like that a lot. I honestly did not care for the vocals. Luckily, they were very brief. It was kind of just a nice little like small part wrapped up in the overall song. But yeah, I dug that. They kind of stuck to a coherent rhythm, to coherent groove, and I think they played well. I mean, yeah. Again, it's just to me, it's like. I think I said it in the last song I did from them that if they had just kind of stuck it out and just played like a coherent groove, I would have enjoyed it. Because I mean, they're obviously talented, right? So the fact that they did that here, I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, I get it. It's nice. I liked it. So let's break it down like we always do. Let's start with those lyrics first. The about section. The title and lyrics of the song referred to the city of Flint, Michigan. Flint became global news after its local government changed the city's water supply from Lake Michigan to a new supply, which was contaminated with harmful chemicals. Corruption was heavily suspected as the reason for the supply change. Yeah, it seems to happen a lot around here. And I to my knowledge, I feel like I still see things where it's like, okay, Flint still doesn't have clean water. So I mean, I don't know. Anyway, here are the lyrics. He sleeps alone. He drinks alone outside his home. They're loving the water. They breathe in the water. They fight in the water. They're fixing the water. What's in the water? here in the water, and I see you hide. I'm alive and I can see the water is foul and it's hard to breathe. There's lead in the water, there's lead in the water, there's lead in the water, and you think that I'm fine. I'm stained by the water and only the water. I'm drained by the water. Are you losing your mind? Dead in the water, dead in the water. So, I mean, I think the first part here is kind of about like, what water is to us. We kind of need it to survive, but also, I mean, it's much more than that, right? We use it for recreation. We use it, just for all kinds of stuff. So to have water that is, unpotable, if you will, is not okay. So I think, lyrically pretty short and sweet, simple, but I think it gets the message across. So for that, I give it a thumb up for sure. As far as the instrumentation goes, really loved the energy they came out with. I thought the drums really did a lot of heavy lifting here to really like kind of kick you in the ass and get you going, right? But it was fun. Like I really enjoyed the drumming here. Reminds me sort of the Dave Grohl, like chaotic, fast-paced, fun drumming, which I really dug about it. Guitar work I thought was fine. I think bass was fine. There were a few kind of wonky parts where I was like, yeah, okay, they might like dive into the deep end here, but they kind of kept it, they kept it steady, and I think it all worked out. So instrumentally, it was fun. Like I said, when the song first ended, I didn't really care for the vocals as much. I get the idea of making them as harsh as they were, just because the lyrics here, the lyrical content here is a bit on the heavier side, right? It's a very serious thing. And so I kind of get the heaviness and some of that in the vocals, but just didn't really care for that particular style. But overall, I don't think it detracted too much from it. So instrumentally and vocally, I'll still give it a thumb up. I thought it was pretty good. As far as replay value goes, I think Linda kind of summarized it really well here. She said, "I wouldn't seek it out, but it was okay." And that's kind of how I feel about it. Like if someone played the song for me again, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I can jam out to this for a little bit. It's only 2.5 minutes long. But I don't know if this is a song that I like willingly come back to very often. And I got to say, I did like it, but it's one of those that is sort of harsh in a way that I think it makes it less accessible. And don't get me wrong, I've listened to harsh music. I have hard music that many would consider harsh, on my playlist. But this is just a different style of it, and I don't know, it's hard for me to grab onto. So I think maybe it'll benefit from a second listen, and we'll kind of go from there. So as far as replay value goes, I'll kind of just stay neutral for now, like side thumbs here. We'll kind of see on a repeat listen how I feel about it. Overall, not a bad song, so thank you for whoever requested this one. I think most likely the requester wanted to sort of redeem Black Midi in my eyes, and I feel like this has kind of done it, right? Like, I kind of dug this one a little bit more, so if we can kind of keep on this path with them, I think I'll be a lot happier. So, all right, that's it for the song. Thank you again so much for the request. Let's move on to the next one.